people what they need to hear, make the right judgment, or say the right word all the time to the political class and elite, so that people will know the side of the fence you stand, not saying something from both sides of your mouth. You can't fight the pastors who are equally the same problems and claiming to be fighting the pastors. We all know the pastors, the politicians, they are all embedded, they are all the same. Because without the pastor, the politicians will not have the leeway to suppress the masses. So, if you just want to suppress the people, or want to take their rights, or want to make them submissive, World War or a banana republic of our kind, it's just to let our religious body and spiritual home mushroom here and there, and give people false hope and semblance of uh, just to deviate their attention from the power that be, so that they will let them be. So back to the comment section. And like I said, the comment section to me is very, very, very important. You read an article or you watch a YouTube video, you quickly scroll down to the comment section to gauge down the comment from different viewers too, because everybody has got an opinion. So from the comment section itself, you can learn a lot about the video or the topic, which for me is so good, and you might have a better understanding too. As we all know, we have different viewpoints and opinions towards things. That is why we need to share it through the comment box, and like minds will attract why opposing mind will understand. So, but it's not a place to rain insult or abuse like people normally do, mostly from Nigeria, because on the Nigerian news, when you go to the comment section, it's either you're insulting one tribe here, or one tribe is insulting the other tribe there, or outside is insulting Igbos or Igbos nonsense, and all the Yoruba is insulting another tribe. And the funniest part is that when a particular tribe or person commit a crime, they don't just focus on the person. They just start insulting the generation of that person, the tribe, and forgetting that crimes have no no boundaries, or will I say have no face. People commit crimes everywhere in the world, but just that in our country, it's just too prevalent, and the crime happening there is something of the is of next level. Sometimes I wonder if people are still living in that country, because when you see some crimes people are committing in that country, it's just appalling. So much, it's something of a different scale. Anyway, that's about that. So, like I said, the coward disabled the comment section. It's okay, no problem. Anyway, that's about that. If like the saying goes, if you don't like it, make yours. So now I'm having a whole video made because of this, and it's the beginning anyway. So thank Daddy Freezer. I think I heard that from someone. So right now, so let's puncture his response, shall we? So as one could observe, Daddy Freeze used an old tactics, as old as the scripture itself. It's a tactics was still being used by the dubious scholars and the men of God that he himself is fighting to mask their shortcomings or evil intent. It is so effective that empires were built on its success. At least our continent, Africa, is a testament to that fact, isn't it? The continent was conquered, enslaved by those who knew the scripture so well then, and that the only portion of the Bible they preached or taught us was Matthew 5:38, verse 39, and it made our ancestors docile and easy to manipulate. Pacific to a fault, and same tactics is still being used and employed by the politicians and the clergymen of these days, which is true, it's a fact. Because they always quote a particular section of the scripture that give credence to their actions Vaguely, eh? Yeah, I say that with a capital letter because there's something I still call morality, and it exists in the even in the scripture too. But they will never think about that, and they always forget that the scenario is different. Like I've said, all the no criminals, you could mention all of them. They use the same tactics. Example, the Muslim fanatics quoting the same some section of the Holy Quran to rain havoc all around the world, and even in our country, Nigeria, the Boko Haram are still there quoting Bible and the Quran, some verses in the Quran. Which if you go to the Quran, you find out that the contexts are totally different. So, what is the context of the scripture or the verse, or the scripture verses? Is it applicable to their myopic behavior these days? I would say no, it's not. So, Daddy Freeze quoted Mark 2, verse 15, to give credence to his despicable attitude with his paddy Hushpuppi. It is out of context, please. Though not being a scripture scholar myself, or after reading the verse, you find out that both scenarios are not applicable. They are not the same. It's not applicable here. Isn't that absurd? Isn't it? At least everybody can go and read it. I read it, and I hope because he was asking somebody to read it for him. That guy is just funny, just funny. And I hope someone from his fans or subscribers or still subscriber because he blocked a lot of people. I'll be able to explain that verses to him. Well, what a mockery I would say because I don't know if people are still following the guy because he was raining abuses and curses on his subscribers that day. And again, he was even abusing some of their fathers and making jest of them, and he is making reference to Jesus Christ and all those things. That guy is stupid. And quoting another verse again, verse 23, Matthew verse 23, verse 13. For me, these are totally out of context. Jesus was talking to the Pharisees who were hindering his followers and who were hindering those embracing his teaching. And I, for one, don't have to explain these verses because there is no basis for that. There are three things here that the phrase or we have to talk about. One, Jesus Christ didn't go to the house of Levi for an exclusive interview or to see how modernly wealthy he was. And it was a personal visit. Daddy Freeze, you have to observe that, or they should tell him this. And secondly, B, Jesus Christ wasn't there in Levi's house to run down on the poor people or those who were equally against the Pharisees or Levi for the tax and all those things for their behavior. He was akin to what he did in the Hushpuppi house. And see, for goodness sake, Daddy Freeze, you are not Jesus Christ. Neither are you a prophet. So I don't see the correlation at all in all of this. There's no way you can be correlating less than quoting Bible verses to not defend yourself the way the pastors to do to defend himself. So please, the contexts are totally different. So now I puncture his response and his fallacy. I think I have to close it with this. Please, to all you people still keeping listening to his sermons, I have one word for you. Just watch out. That guy, like I said, is a pimp. Yeah, a fucking pimp. Yes. You could see that from his face and the way he was twitching his mouth and eyes the day he was talking about that scripture, the response, understand? His facial demeanor says it all. Demeanor says it all. Now that he actually came out accountable to anybody, that is cool. I'm okay with that, and I believe in 99% of Nigerians are okay with that. But we must please beg him to leave the scripture out of this whole nonsense of saga. A man must do what he got to do to pay his bills, and he said it. He's hustling. So I bet, legitimately anyway. And I know one thing for sure. I respect that. And there are millions of his type anyway in Nigeria there, and they're still existing. And in that country, the wolf they outweigh the sheep, so we know that. But let's not forget that people act or behave the way he did, or people who behave the way he did, as comes, and they have no business in teaching the scripture, because morality begets morals. Morality begets morals. So you don't give what you don't have. Anyway, I digress. Till we see next time or meet next time. Just faithful here and tell them.